Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2022. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location, which is in the state of New Mexico in the United States. In this planetary puja, we're going to honor all of the planets, stars that they're in, archetypes that rule the stars, planets that rule the various zodiac signs that stars are in, and more. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and a Pillai Center priestess, and also an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets do have impact on our thoughts and our actions, as they are agents to trigger some of the karmas that we have created in the past. There's also a divine light being associated with all of the planets and the stars. And in doing the puja, we are inviting the positive blessings of these light beings to come into our lives. So these pujas are helping to purify us and also helping to bring higher energy into our world, more light. In doing the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. This is the chart representation for where planets are in my local area at the moment. The South Indian style of the chart uses these 12 little boxes to represent the zodiac signs. And I have, in addition to putting this up on the screen, I've drawn it in chalk on a little blackboard that's on a side table, and I'll be using that for doing the actual puja. To do the puja, I have a little container of water. I have a hand fan, a bell, and I also have a bowl of fresh flower petals. I'll be offering the flower petals to appropriate places on the blackboard chart as we go along with the puja. There is a link in the chat for seeing a chart and the stars. There's a link in the chat for the mantras and a link in the chat for the Tamil chant that we're going to do in a few moments. To start the puja, I take the container of water, I dip the ring finger of my right hand into it, and I'm going to do that a few times and sprinkle a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart, purifying the area of the puja, putting a few drops of water on my own head for symbolically purifying myself, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you. So whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, everyone is participating with a sense of being in sacred ground and being purified for the puja. Next, I'm going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Picture Ganesha in front of you in a light body, and picture that he is sending light from his heart into your heart as I chant for him a few times. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this path, and we thank him for his help with this. Now I'm going to do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we're going to honor the time elements that are active right now in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I'm going to put the flower petals on top of Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, I'm going to honor the star that the moon is in. At the moment, the moon is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada, a star that can help with business development. I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my local area, we are in the 10th waxing moon, called Dasami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules the hour. This is Mercury right now in my local area. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names out loud 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Siddhi, which has energies of accomplishment. Siddhi, Siddhi, Siddhi. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Garisha, which has energies of increased effort. Garisha, Garisha, Garisha. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said for this puja, we would always start with whatever sign was coming up on the local horizon in the east. This is represented here with AC for ascendant. And in my area right now, this ascendant is in Scorpio. He said we would honor the planet that rules the ascendant sign as the first thing we would do with the chart, as a gesture of importance for how important that planet is being at the moment. I'm going to put the flower petals on Mars, who rules Scorpio. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting in Scorpio, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, honoring all of the planets. We start in the ascendant, and today in Scorpio is the Sun, Venus, and Mercury. I start with honoring the Sun and put the flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The Sun today is in a star called Anuradha, a star that gives blessings for prosperity and friendship. I put the flower petals on the Sun. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Now we're going to honor Venus and Mercury. Both of these planets are in the same star, so I'm going to invoke both of them before I invoke the star. We start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Scorpio. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Today, Venus and Mercury are both in a star called Jayesta, a truly huge star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings for courage and conflict resolution. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Indra, an archetype who can give blessings for leadership and courage. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. Venus, planet of diplomacy, happiness, enjoyment of the arts, and material plane comforts and beauty. Mercury, planet of communication and business, and a planet that helps us with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and also Saturn. We start with honoring Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We honor all 10 of them and ask for their blessings. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we put the flower petals on Saturn to honor him for being in Capricorn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. Sometimes artists portray them standing in a circle, holding hands. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Danishta's star, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can help with patience, perseverance, organization, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde. We honor Neptune. I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can help with purification. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and also help us in understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with planets in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter and the moon. Both Jupiter and the moon are in the same star, so I will honor both of them before I invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Both Jupiter and the moon are in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada, Dr. Pillai says this star can help us with business development. We ask for blessings for business development, and I put the flower petals across both Jupiter and the moon. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who, among other things, can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and our valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and the moon. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttarabhajapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, a zodiac sign that is the most transcendental and metaphysical, sometimes even kind of dreamy. Today containing Jupiter, a planet that can help with everything related to spiritual teachings. It can also help with wealth and also with banking or legal matters. And the moon, who is our mind and our emotions, a planet that can help us with receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of them are in the same star, so I will honor both of them before I invoke the star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign that has very active energies. Today, containing Rahu, planet that can help us to think outside the box. And Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrgashira, a star that can help us to have curiosity and interest to learn new things, have new experiences. Over the weekend, on Sunday, Mars will be moving into Rohini, star of beauty. But right now, he's in Mrgashira. Mars is a planet that likes to take practical action. So if you have some interest in checking out something new, this is a good time to do it. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which he is a divine nectar called Amrita, the container of immortality. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and a great love of luxury, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give divine blessings. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element. Air, of course, is so important for us for our own breath. Vayu is also the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. A moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, harmony, integrity, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tealight and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chalkboard chart and the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle it above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering all these divine beings we have just invoked the element of light. Now I take a hand fan to offer the element of air and a cooling breeze and wave it around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, our families, our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a prayer that there be peace on our planet as we go into this holiday season. And I make a vow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do a short Q&A period if you wish to post questions. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. I will be doing a free fire lab on the Pillai Center YouTube channel on Christmas Day, December 25th. This will be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. And in other parts of the world, it would be on December 26th at 3:30 a.m. UTC Universal Time Code, and December 26th at 9 a.m. IST in India. So hopefully some of you will be able to attend that. If you have questions today, you're welcome to post them in the chat. Today is Friday, when we do need to end a little early because Ronnie will need the same Zoom channel for another program for the Shrimbrazi community call. So checking the chat right now, not seeing any questions. So thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Hope you have a beautiful day or evening and a wonderful weekend. And I will be here again on Monday. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Oh, Evelyn is asking, what Fire Lab is that? It's going to be a live Fire Lab. And I think the focus will be on Christ consciousness because it is the birthday celebration for Jesus on that day. Okay. Ranak is saying happy Ekadasi for tomorrow when it will be 11th waxing moon. I think in my area, it's actually going to be 11th waxing moon later tonight. And so it's a 11th waxing moon is a good time to be invoking Vishnu for wealth creation. So that's a special happy moon phase for tomorrow in some areas and tonight in my area. Okay. Namaste, everyone. I'll see you again on Monday. Thank you for pressing the like button and for subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate your help in allowing the channel to grow.